Today we are going to look at a tool in the ConnectEd online program, specifically the everyday mathematics. I'm going into the grade K just because that's what I have in my library. So you'll click on your teacher edition. It's going to take you to the landing page for the everyday mathematics. Up in the left-hand corner, you're going to see the menu icon. Click on that. You'll scroll down and you'll hit the Etool Kit. And the Etool Kit is basically a whiteboard that you can use during lessons online. You can also print it if you're trying to make a worksheet or something like that for Seesaw. You could actually print, download, and upload it into Seesaw. But the special feature for this whiteboard, which I really like, is over here you have the backgrounds and the etools. Let's look at the backgrounds first. So some of the options that you can use, they're already created. You don't have to spend hours. We have 10 frame. So if we're working with our kinders on, trying to find out the missing points or the missing numbers to get to 10, this would be a great visual. Another one is you can use symbols. So you can write mathematical equations. You can use, they have different number grids. They also have, right here, they'll have the actual numbers that you can click in. So if you wanted to show 5, if you want to do what's my rule, so you have a function machine diagram. And then the cool thing is, in my etools, I have some little shapes and things like that, or counting sticks, which I'll show you in a minute, but let's do counters. So I have my counters. I can do teddy bear counters if I want. So I'm going to click that and drag it up and drag it up and drag it up. And then I'll go through this lesson and I'll talk about, well, okay, what would we get to the 10? So when you want to get out of that screen, you're going to push these arrows. So I'm going to get rid of that. Are you sure you want to clear? And I do. And then to get rid of my background, I'm going to push the X. The one I like especially is the counting sticks. I think it's super cool. So you can have them in groups of 5, or you can bring them out in a group of 5. You can move one over. You can actually, if I add this one, you can, let's add them all together. So I'm going to put them all together and put that one in there. And when you add that one, what happens is it'll make it cross over. So when you're doing counting sticks, this is really cool. There's also a drawing tool down here that shows you can draw the circles with it. They also have card decks for everything math. So you click on that and then you can do how many cards you want of each. You can do dots, you can do numbers. So if I do 1 to 20, and then I have my cards, you just drag it up on the screen, and I'm going to shuffle them, and then I could deal them if I wanted to. I can also do deal face down if I want, and then I could flip it. There's connecting cubes. So if we're doing we're talking about, okay, I'm going to add that one, and I want to get to a 10. You can use that. There's also geoboards. So when you pull your geoboard up, you can do different bands to show. So I'm going to put it over here. And I can drag it. So there's different things you can do there. There's also a calendar builder, which I'll click right here. And I'm going to drag it up, and I'm going to click on it. And you can actually build the calendar as you're going. So I could put my month in here. I could put the year. So we're right here. And then we could put the date and build our calendar. So this is good for those primary grades when you're going over calendars and the number counting and what day it is. There's also a pan balance, which That could be cool for talking about equal numbers. So if we put a 2 in there, and then we put a 3 in there, it's showing that 3 is bigger than 2. And how do I make those equal? I'm going to add a 1 in there. So the equilibrium shows an equal equation. They have thermometers, which you can also use in your science courses. They have where you can do Fahrenheit, Celsius. So if we go there, and it also labels a lot of how, when water freezes, room temperature, normal body temperature, water boils. So there's a lot of cool tools within this whiteboard design in ConnectEd.